So this is the Lost Islands map. This is a first impressions video, and we're going to take a real first look at this map, and let's just have a look at some of the key things and see what we can find and what is good about this map. If you enjoyed this video anyway, make sure to like button, subscribe to become a human being, and let's get into this. This is the Eternal Flame. I don't know if that's what it's called, but I feel like it should be. It's a terror anyway. A terror with an entrance down at the bottom here, which will hold some barrels, and you can also go up some stairs, which is pretty cool. You won't find any creatures in this part, but you can go up quite a bit. You could probably build a base in here, which would be pretty cool, but you can also go down. Now, these down bits are a little bit crazy. You have another little, there's like the cellar with some more barrels, but it goes out into this awesome little cavern. You can drop down here, and there's actually some spiders that spawn in here, but I feel like this is going to be some sort of artifact cave. It goes on for a while, but there's just a dead end at the moment. And then if you go out this way, it leads you to the bottom of the cliff, and as you can see, you're free. So this is the first part of the map. This is where it's easy. You'll spawn on this beach in the easy mode, which you've got this here, and the snow biome up there. So let's take a quick look at the forest biome. And this biome is sort of represented in most of the screenshots for the Lost Island, and it shows a picture of a pyramid. I have not been able to find that pyramid at all within this jungle, but it looks really cool nonetheless. This looks very, very cool. There's a lot of space. You have this little breakaway moment here between the forest. So you got a forest there and a forest to our right. This little area reminds me of Valguero's just like middle rock zone. I don't know if that makes sense. There's like in the middle of the Redwoods, there's a rock. Looks very similar to this. Has saber-tooths and Argy spawning on it. Looks very, very unique, and I sort of like that. And then you've got another area of forest over here, and a very awesome building spot right here. Look at this building spot. I found this actually awesome. You get some cliff platforms there, build up on here. This will definitely be one of my spots to build. I love the look of it. Leading off that, you got these really cool architectural bits that sort of lead around the side of the cliffs, and that sort of represents one of the first parts, which is the forest biome, and that's completely over this one side. As you can see, it just fills this entire area. This map is pretty huge, to be honest. So I feel like we should talk about this across the pond. So there's like this little cavern going down the middle with a lake and river, and something that reminds me of White Cliffs, but not quite the White Cliffs. And then you've got this area, which I would normally describe as like the Wastelands. You'll probably find scorpions here, Rexes, you know, stuff like that. Just the standard stuff. Obviously, you've got some stegos and stuff. We see this sort of biome a lot in all the arcs. But again, it's awesome. It's very reminiscent of the White Cliffs. I like all these little tracks that you've got, so you can just walk up to there. This looks very cool. I do like this a lot. And a little beach at the bottom here. So I mean, a real good biome and a lot of building spots, as I can already see. I could definitely see a lot of building spots in this one. There we go. There is a Rex. So we just go up here a little bit, and definitely Rex spawns, which then leads on to the mountains. So this is what I would call like sort of mountain biome. You're going to get some different spawns. There's some obsidian there. There's probably crystal up here as well in higher amounts. It wouldn't surprise me. But we got some obsidian up here. I feel like this is a very reminiscent biome. I feel like I've seen it before, but it's still very unique, and there's a lot of it. I don't think anyone would build up here because it's not that scenic. Oh, there you go. I knew there'd be a lot of crystal. Look at that. Loads of crystal. But it's such a great area. You got like little caverns down there. You got a great waterfall. We'll go and take a look at all that in a moment, but we'll just make our way around. Next up is the ice biome, and check this out. This is an awesome little ice biome castle. It's got like little icicles on it of all these. You can access all these. This would be a great base for somebody. If you can come and claim this first, you can fix it up, put some gates in places, fix up the little wood bits, and you've got yourself an awesome little biome. I would definitely rock with this. Check this out. This is so awesome. Got a little pathway leading from the castle that you've now made your own, and you can have this little walkway which will take you straight over into the mountains. There is another cave opposite that. Let's follow this cave through. Beautiful cave, but it's just a passage over into the rest of the ice biome, quite close to the blue obelisk. So if you're going to be doing a lot of traveling between arcs, building that castle, you got a nice little walkway all the way over to this. Definitely a spot I would pick. Now the snow biome is it's lovely. It's got loads of little passages. For example, got a bridge here and another passageway through here. It's very nice how it all looks. Behind the ice biome though is a different story. This area down here reminds me of the Highlands of Ragnarok. As you can see, just like that really, I don't know, like the plain lands with the rocky mountains. definitely have Ragnarok feels from this area. Nothing spawns here at the moment on this map because this map is not finished. This is the mods developers map before Wildcard take it over, and it's not finished, so this might not even be here, but I definitely suspect the Gigas will be spawning here. And it's a pretty cool area, and it's right behind the snow biome, which is always, the snow biome is pretty standard. There's trees and mountains. Right here though, we have the volcano biome, which the volcano biome has not been skinned either, because obviously the game has not been finished. This map hasn't been finished, but this is the red obelisk, and underneath the red obelisk you'll actually find wyverns. So this will be the wyvern nests. A little bit unique take on it. There's no trench. I'm not sure what this is because it's not properly textured, but this is going to be like a unique wyvern area, and basically going to be the wyvern mountain instead of a wyvern trench. If you go right up into here, there is no lava, so that's pretty cool, I guess. No lava or anything, so it's just literally a mountain. Like I said, not fully completed. There's a little island over here, which is just black. Again, not even textured or anything. It's just an island because this map isn't finished. It's really nowhere near finished. Over to the left of that volcano as well, you got some more hills and stuff. This area here and this area here, but as you can see, not textured, nothing spawning. This area though, yeah, look at this. This is like flatland. Sort of, if this stays like this, you could build a base here and you've got quick access to the wyvern mountain and try and get some wyvern eggs and stuff. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be very cool. So this whole area is just sort of separated from land as well. There's only like a few areas to connect it. Be a nice little out the way spot to build a base. Here we got more green grassland. I'm guessing this is going to be like hilly land, maybe some trees, but mainly open. Sort of reminiscence of the Highlands again. But again, nothing's here. Nothing's spawning. It's not finished, so nothing's showing. Making our way back across the map now. So we've got the ice biome there, the volcano there. We've got this area here, which is actually the Redwoods, even though the trees aren't spawning in. There we go. Trees are spawned in. This is actually the Redwoods. And as you can see right here, there is another castle in the middle of the Redwoods, surrounded by a river system. I absolutely love that. This place would probably be my base, if I'm perfectly honest with you. I love it that much. This whole area is like a village. You got like the main castles. You got a drawbridge under here. Look at this. It's a drawbridge. It's like a village. And this village is very cool. All these buildings you can get into. There's like cellar areas. I mean, this could be used very nicely for building, especially if you've got all the settings turned on to enable you to just, like, you know, build anywhere. Oh, look, there's even signs. Oh, it's amazing. There's all these buildings. Yeah, this would definitely be... Someone creative could use this really well. There's a smithy area. Obviously, you can't use anything in here. Well, I don't think you can. No, you can't. But it's just a really nice little area. And the only real way in and out if you're on foot is via this bridge. Obviously, you can go across the water, but just, like, you know, put gates all around it. You got yourself an enclosed wall. You should be safe. Carrying on through the redwoods. These are all the redwoods. Obviously, you're going to have your normal redwood creatures spawn here. There's some unique trees that are half cut down. That's pretty cool. And yeah, this is really nice. There's some nice areas to build. Like up here would be a nice area to build. Definitely see them alphas. And it just leads on to forest. Now, this forest spreads all the way over here and connects to the lands that we saw earlier. In this forest, I don't know if this is the forest with the pyramids. I don't know if it was the jungle biome or, like, this foresty area, but there was definitely rivers next to it, and I can't really see any rivers. Right next to the redwoods, there's this waterfall. You can go into here. I mean, this is a nice little area. You can build here. This is quite nice. Another waterfall there. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that style. Moving on from this wonderful forest, we've got like this little area over here, which is sort of weird. It looks like it's a lot of waterfalls, little floating islands. Okay, it's not really floating, it's held up. But this is the swamp biome, which also may be home for the temples. I don't know where the temple spawns, but there's definitely a lot more river systems here, so there's a good chance that the temple may be here. This area is beautiful. I hate swamp biomes normally, but just look at this place. This place is absolutely beautiful. Just loads of drops. Loads of river systems. I think this is where a lot of the action and a lot of the creatures are going to spawn, which is pretty cool. Look at this place. One of the main things that I'm admiring about this map is just the level of detail in some of the stuff. So obviously it's not all completed, but where the areas are completed, they put structures in, and it just looks great. This area in itself is the swamp biome, like I said, and it's humongous. Have you ever seen a swamp biome like this? There's waterfalls everywhere. It looks beautiful. You've also got like this little area where the sides are all cracked and you can lead out into the sea, into the ocean. I mean, this might be a good spot for a base if you want to have creatures and all that without cryopods. I mean, yeah, this area is awesome. It also backs on to more hills. As you can see, this is like a hilly biome again, but there is nothing completed. So unfortunately, that is that. But look at that swamp biome. That swamp biome is impressive. There's this rocky area where I'm gonna assume arches and all that are gonna spawn if this area chooses to stay. And there's nothing here. It's just a mountain in the middle of the ocean. Why not? And that pretty much concludes the main island. Now, I think we've been over by the obelisk here. It is just the green obelisk, and it's in this land where there's nothing really here. It's just mountains next to this green land. So there's nothing really here apart from that. And then finally, you have this area, which is, well, it looks a bit the desert. Obviously nothing here. But as you can see, there's a color difference. That's because the desert ends here. So what you're going to see is this is the only part of the desert biome. The desert biome will stretch the length of the map, but only by a little bit. So finding dinos that spawn over it be pretty easy. Obviously, I haven't spoke about the depths of the ocean. That's because I don't think anything's really been added to the ocean. If I looked at Steam, it was only a couple of % completed, so there's no point really looking at that biome. But to have a look at the map in full, the areas that are not showing are just water. So this map is actually surrounded by a lot of water, and it's a decent sized map. The desert biome takes up a lot of the bottom of the area. You've got this random island, what we're above right now. And then you've got the main island, which consists of the snow biome, the volcano, the redwoods, the swamp, which the swamp biome looks like the biggest. You got like the wastelands, I would call it, and then the highlands at the back, and whatever the island over in that direction is going to be. But I mean, yeah, that's the first look at this map. Some amazing architectural work, and I mean, yeah, the swamp biome is probably one of my favorites. The swamp biome and the two castles, because I think the castle's a really nice touch, a really unique touch. So they're pretty much my first impressions of this map. I think it's going to be amazing. Obviously, it may not stay the same. Wildcard will be taking over. They will be changing and adding stuff that they want to. Normally, they don't take on a project which isn't finished. So normally they only take on maps that are like almost finished, like 80% and all that. But this one, it's nowhere near finished, and they're going to want to finish it up themselves. It's going to be really cool. The more that you look at this map, there's just unique features which just look great. Anyway, that is the Lost Island map, and hopefully they don't change too much because it is such a beautiful map. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to Become a Human Being, and I'll see you in the next episode. Have a fantastic day.